Good evening, all of you. I am Chaitanya, working as assistant professor in BVC ITS. So, I would like to talk about wages and salary administration. Wages and salary administration. So, wages or it is a primary requirement of to all of the employees. It is a primary requirement. Wage and salary administration is a collection of practices and procedures used for planning and distributing company-wide compensation programs for employees. So these practices include employees at all levels and are usually handled by the accounting department by company. So wages or hourly rates. It is expressed in hourly rates, but salary is a monthly paid. So wages and salary administration it can be defined as the process by which wages and salary levels and structure are determined in organizational settings and handled by the accounting department of a company. So wages are payments for labor services frequency and expressed in hourly rates, but salary is a similar payment expressed in weekly, monthly or annual rates. So wages and salary administration. Wage and salary administration procedures usually involves activities such as calculating to the number of hours worked in order to determine compensation and administrating employment benefits and answering payroll questions from employees. So it means it refers to the establishment and implementation of sound policies and practices of employee compensation. And also it includes such area as job evaluation. So job evaluation means to evaluation of to the job to measure the job evaluation and also development and maintenance of wage structures and wage surveys, wage incentives, wage changes and adjustments and control of compensation cost and other related payments. So wage constitute the income of the worker. It is a income of the worker and his standard of living and social status depend upon the wages he earns. On the other hand, the wage constitute the cost of production to the management. So the wage is a remuneration paid by the employers to his employees. It is a remuneration paid by the employers to his employees. It means wages is the price paid to the worker for the services he has to sold to the employer. For the sold to the employer, it is a compensation paid to the worker in return for the contribution he makes for the achievement of the corporate objectives. At the same time, wages do not include the traveling allowances and also employee contribution to provident fund and value of housing accommodation and welfare amenities, etc. And also family allowances. Wages are paid in terms of money soon after the completion of certain amount of service, like 1 day or 1 week, and also 2 weeks or 1 month. Monthly wages are called salary. Hourly paid wages, monthly wages are called salary. So the earnings may be expressed in terms of money called nominal wages. Money wages are called nominal wages, or in terms of goods and services purchasable with money called real wages. In terms of goods and services purchasable with money called as real wages. In simply terms, wages means the amount paid to the labor for his services to the employer. Okay, wages or means it the amount paid to the labor for his services to the employer. But salary is a monthly wages. Monthly wages are called as salary. Payments made to manual labor is generally called as wages. Will money paid monthly to such employees whose output cannot be easily measured in units, such as clerical staff, supervisory staff or manager and etc., is referred as to the salaries. Okay, so salary also include commission, bonus, fringe benefits and etc. Next, obligations of the wage and salary administration. First one is design and maintain salary structure, operate salary progression systems, and also administer and control salary reviews, and design and operate their allowances. Okay. So payments to manual labor generally called as wages. Payments made to the manual labor is generally called as wages. But money paid monthly to such employees like clerical staff, supervisory staff, and managerial. So also called as a salaries. And next one. The major components of an employee's wages are basic pay, dearness allowances, incentives, and fringe benefits, and annual statutory benefits. So basic pay. So it is a wage. Basic pay is a wage paid over a period of time to the employees. Period of time could be monthly. The principles of various methods of regulation of pay serve as guidelines in determining basic pay. Besides these, the nature of job and also experience handled and specific skills required to perform a particular job are also considering during the course of fixing the basic pay. And next, dearness allowances, DA. It is the second important component of wage package. So paid to the employee, which compensate to the rise in prices of essential commodities. So generally dearness allowance is paid as a percentage of basic pay. Next one, incentives. So incentive plans are applicable to all the employees of the organization, but payable to only efficient and effective performer employees. Employees of higher skills and energy can earn extra wages by extra efforts. Extra wages by extra efforts. Incentives are extra payments. And also fringe benefits. So fringe benefits also extra amount paid to the employees in addition to the normal wage or salary. They are applicable to all employees of the organization and are not directly related with the performance of employees. So these are like house rental allowances and also medical allowances, educational facilities, and also transportation, and also subsidy loan facilities such as house construction and vehicle loans, gratuity and pension funds, and other benefits. And also annual statutory benefits. So annual statutory benefits bonus is a very important earning component of employees. So besides the wages or salary, so bonus is a addition payment amount of the employees beyond the normal wage or salary. Okay. So these are the components of employee wages. And next one, objectives of wages and salary administration. So to ensure maintenance of equity in respect of payment of salary or wages in terms of equal pay for equal work. To ensure the maintenance of to equal pay for equal work. Next, to establish a system of job analysis so that job description and job specification activities can be accurate and specific. So job description and job specification. So job description is a what is job details, and job specification is a what are the manpower requirements to perform to the job, like education qualifications, skills, knowledge, etc. And the job description is a job title, job location, working conditions, equipment, and etc. Next, to create a pool of talented, skilled, and dynamic workforce so that they can deliver quality of goods and services at reasonable cost. To deliver to the quality of goods and services at a reasonable price. Okay, to make evaluation of jobs so that there cannot be any dissatisfaction among employees in respect of their wages and salaries and other benefits. And also last one, to develop mutual understanding, faith and confidence between the employees and management through introducing fair and attractive compensation package. Okay, to developing mutual understanding between the employees and employers.